here. Yes, sir, go ahead.
I'm Mike Gustafson. I also from Kitsap County. I'm in my 8th year of the Kitsap County Planning Commission, so I've seen a lot of things come and go. For those of you who live here, I would suggest you strongly work the problem of the 1,321 allowed new households in these 11 basins. And somebody should count the number of existing parcels that are already platted. That gives you a clue what the public demand will be, or how many people will be cut out of using the properties, which drops the tax value of those properties, which the rest of you have to pick up. So your taxes will go up because these parcels cannot be developed. I find some interesting assumptions in this study. Number one, streams only exist because of a fully charged aquifer. It's the only reason that water goes down the stream. Rain charges the aquifer. That's all we get here. We're assuming that water from these households apparently does not re-enter the aquifer. Rural homes generally use septics. So the only water being consumed, as I just mentioned, is what goes in the yard for yard watering. Really, there's no impact on the aquifer from a home if you use a septic. It goes right back in the ground. Now, the point that Chuck brought up, that most wells are drilled quite deep, is true. When you have a house using a well and a septic, you have a steady state recharge. It's constant all year long, as opposed to the rainwater cycle that we're used to living with. Building a house on a septic, in fact, should improve the stream flow on a steady state basis. The other thing that's of interest is the allowed water usage per household. This implies family size. If you had 10 kids, you can't make it on this size well. Many years ago, I had the pleasure of going to the island of Bermuda. Bermuda is a coral island. Wells don't work there. All you get is salt water. The people that live there for about 400 or 500 years, the water they use fully comes from their roofs. You might think about that. Thank you.
John?
Yeah, that's in regard to the so-called unbuildable parcels. I mean, that's what we were thinking about. But you certainly can get a building permit issued with rainwater catchment. The numbers we run suggest you can maintain a household on rainwater catchment in those parts of Jefferson County. So that's part of the answer. And in terms of improving flow, that is, there is value in capturing stormwater events and then having a septic system, as you point out, where water is, when used indoors, it's mostly all being recharged, so you have a steady input to the aquifer. So best with rainwater catchment. If it's used indoors on a well, better than indoors and outdoors, where outdoor use, the water is lost, is evapotranspired. So really many good points.
Judy, the gentleman there at the hand.